Hello students, welcome you all for grade 6 ICT session. What is the meaning of ICT? Yes, here you go. Information and communication technology. Now, this word communication plays an important role in our today's session. You might be thinking, what ma'am is speaking about communication? Yes, it is very important in our today's session. So let's start our today's session. Before going to start our today's session, I'll be introducing you the chapter name. So today we are dealing with chapter 2, that is programming languages. Yes, before moving on to programming languages, in general, let us see what is a language. Yes, we need some language to communicate with our family or friends, either through verbally or through some text messages. Now, whatever the language you are using to communicate should also be understandable by the other person with whom you are communicating. This plays a very important role again when it comes to computer. Yes, we need some language to communicate with computer to do some particular task. Now, what type of task are we expecting from the computer should also be understandable by the computer. So come, let's start in detail about this chapter. Before starting our chapter, come let's see the objectives. What are we going to study in this chapter? That is, we will be studying about programming languages, types of programming languages, program, and also compiler and interpreter. Now come, let's start. What is a program? A program is a set of instructions which is designed to perform a particular task. Now, who will do all this program? There must be some person to design all these programs. Yes, he is called programmer. Now, what is the task of a programmer? Yes, programmer will design the program, that is set of instructions what has to be done by the computer. Now, all these things, whatever the design he is doing for a program, he will just analyze it, breaks it down into different steps, and it will be useful for a computer to solve a problem which is expected by the person who needs some result from the computer. Yes, hope you all understood about a program and a programmer. Come, let's start with programming language. Now, what is a programming language? It is a formal language which is designed to communicate with computer through some instructions. Without this programming language, it is very tough for all of us to do some particular task or to get a result from a computer. We have so many types of languages, but it is divided into mainly two types, that is low level language and high level language. Now this low level language, again it is divided into two types, that is machine level language and assembly language. Yes, come let us see what is a low level language. So a low level language is designed to operate and handle the computer hardware, and it is a machine dependent language. Again, as I said you, in low level language, we have two types of languages, that is machine level language and assembly language. What is a machine level language or a machine language? A machine language is a machine dependent language and it is easily understandable by the computer. So here you can make a note, that is a machine can understand only machine level language. So the other name for machine level language is binary language or a binary code. So what is this binary language or a machine language? It has only two digits, that is 0 and 1. Only with the combination of these two digits, that is 0 and 1, the binary language is constructed. Yes, here comes an interesting part. So what is this binary level language? Why does it has only 2 digits, and how it is useful for a human beings? Yes, definitely we will be discussing about it now. A binary language which has only 2 digits, that is zeros and ones, which is easily understandable only by the machine, that is a computer. We as human being, which is very tough for all of us to learn or to read or to keep it in our memory, all these instructions through binary language. But a machine can understand only machine level language or a binary language. I can give you one such example. If I ask you to write number 2, how you will write? Yes, you will be writing like this. But how does a computer understands? It is 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0. Just to represent number 2, it is very tough for us to note down so many digits, because a computer will not use any other digits to understand. A binary language contains only 2 digits. Only for number 2 we are facing so much of tough things. How come a letter? How come a character? How come a word? How come a sentence? It is even more tougher for all of us to remember. That is the reason the second type of low level language, that is assembly level language, was introduced. In assembly level language, we have some mnemonic codes to understand, which is quite easy for all of us to remember and use. This assembly level language, which is easy for us but which is not understandable by a computer machine. So there must be some translator to convert or to translate our assembly language to a machine understandable language. That is for binary language. So it is called as assembler. So assembler will translate all the assembly language program code into a binary code, that is machine level language. So hope you all understood about the low level languages, that is the machine level language and assembly language. Come, let's see now the second type, that is high level languages. Now what is this high level languages? Yes, it is a computer programming language which is easy for a human being to understand. In high level languages, we have so many types of languages, which is a machine independent language. That means which is not understandable by a machine. But still, as I said you all, in assembly level language, some translators should be there to translate assembly language to machine language. The same way here in high level language also, some translator should be there to translate the high level language to machine level language. That is interpreter and compiler. Interpreter and compiler, these two are called as translators, which is used to translate high level languages to machine level languages. As I said you, we have so many high level languages. Here comes some examples of that. The first one is BASIC, beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. Next we have C, C++, Java, Fortran, COBOL. Like this, many such examples are there in high level languages. What are the advantages of high level languages? As I said you, it is very easy for all the human beings to read, understand and to design or to program the codes. And the second one is, it is easy to debug. So I think debug is a new word for all of you. What is the meaning of debug? Debug is nothing but identifying the errors or the mistakes in our program and correcting it. So it is called as debug. So which is easy for all of us. Since our high level language, as I said you, it is very easy for a human being. Obviously, the language which we are using in our high level language is English. With the help of English statements, along with some mathematical symbols, that is for addition plus, for multiplication star, and for subtraction minus, like this we have so many symbols in our mathematical operations. So along with the combination of mathematical symbols with our English statements, we will be designing or we will be programming this high level languages. So it is also one of the advantage. So hope you all understood about the high level languages. Come, let's see two translators which I had told you, that is interpreter and compiler. Now what does this compiler means? Some high level languages need compiler as a translator to translate high level language to a machine level language. That is a binary level language which is easily understandable by the machine. Now, as I said you, compiler is a type of translator. What is the difference or how does it translate? Compiler will translate the entire program code all at once. The whole program will be compiled, translated at one stretch. Later on, it will be showing us what are the errors we have in our program code. So C, C++. So this type of programming languages uses compiler. And the second one, which I had told you about, the interpreter. Interpreter is also one of the type of translator which is used to convert high level languages to machine level language. Now, what type of languages are used for this interpreter to translate? That is your Python, Ruby. So such type of high level languages will be using interpreter as a translator to translate the high level language to a machine level language. I'll be giving you a quick recap once again.